let's talk about eating. Eating in the world of quarantine and the new normal. We're all in various stages of trying to overcome the pandemic, trying to get back to the old normal. And a big part of that involves food and eating. And because of that, it's just been very hard to eat. Going to restaurants, not what it used to be, that's for sure. Delivery, not what it used to be. A lot of us are relying on food delivery services. So for example, I was very hungry and I ordered this fine bag of food, which was delivered just a little while ago. And I think you can tell by the logo exactly where this food came from. So I used a local food delivery service. I was starving and I just couldn't wait to take a bite of this amazing quarter pounder with cheese. You probably recognize it. Well, it started off good enough until when I touched it and I realized my fingers were covered in kind of grease. I'm sure you can't see that on video. But then upon taking a closer look, I realized that the beef is not only hanging off the side, but it's hanging off the side in a greasy, soggy, floppy, undercooked kind of a way. And I thought, well, I'm hungry, so maybe I'll give it a shot. Why not? Got to eat, right? It is quarantine after all. Already paid for it, already waited, already got delivered. And as it approached my face, I noticed a very unusual, unhealthy, scary type of smell from the burger that I was not going to eat. So I had to contact the food delivery platform. I had to send them pictures of that nice little specimen there, and also kind of the grease that goes on your hands when you touch it, and ask for a refund for the burger. So that led me to this broadcast, because as all of us are trying to emerge from states of lockdown, states of quarantine, and we're very limited to the type of food we can order. So the food delivery platform like UberEats, GrabFood, FoodPanda, they have made a vast fortune on delivering food. They have a low overhead. They pay drivers a small fee. The drivers get tips. And these companies with their apps are literally making a fortune, and they're delivering food like this. And when you go through the app process to complain about the food, usually it seems like you're getting pretty unsatisfactory service. So I'm going to go through just some complaints about some of the major platforms out there that you may have used and their overall ratings, and see what you think about that. And I just really think food delivery services need to up their game. This burger will not be consumed by a human. I will donate it to a hungry dog shortly, and I hope that the hungry dog will eat it, but I'm not quite sure. So let's go ahead and jump into some information. So first of all, let's look at UberEats. UberEats is huge. UberEats is almost everywhere. They're not everywhere. They were removed from some countries. So according to trustpilot.com, UberEats, out of almost 15,000 reviews, their overall rating, is it 3 stars? No. 2? No. It is 1.1 stars. So that is a pretty awful review to have based on a huge, massive number of people. Now let's just go ahead and take a look at this. So I won't read you the whole reviews because they're kind of long. This is from Michelle. She basically gave UberEats 1 star and said, delete app, very clear. What is going on, Uber? I have 2 issues. After submitting my feedback on your help desk through the app, I was told that I would not be receiving a refund for a sub sandwich that I ordered for my daughter. Total order was over $60 for 3 Mr. Sub sandwiches. $60, $20 per sandwich. Wow, that better be a good sandwich. That is an expensive sandwich. You can order a meal for 5 at McDonald's for that price. The veggie meatball sub that we received was basically dry meatballs and bread with no tomato sauce. This is like ordering spaghetti with no sauce. I sent Uber a picture to show this in dry, unedible condition. Now support's refusing to refund me for that one item in our $60+ order. So it doesn't sound good. Non-existent customer service, 1 star. Let's see here, on and on. They don't even deserve a star price. And then when I canceled the order before the driver got it, they charged me for the whole order. Awful. Do not use this app. Didn't receive any food, 1 star. It goes on and on. I ordered dinner and I live in a gated community. We have a call box and clearly the driver had my name. Instead of calling and asking me to open the gate, he determined my dinner is undeliverable. Never again, Uber Eats. So the last one I'll read you on Uber Eats. You might get bored of this. 1 star, absolutely worst experience of my life. So this person, the worst experience they've ever had in their life. This is not just about food. This is the worst experience of their entire life. This is Matthew Durbin. This was posted 6 hours ago. So this is like breaking news now live. Matthew Durbin had the worst experience of his entire lifetime because of Uber Eats. It's not the pandemic, it is Uber Eats that's the worst experience. This is what he had to say. Absolutely worst experience of my life. Horrible service. The app gave the driver the wrong address. I immediately addressed the situation, to which they said, you will be charged, but your order has been canceled. So Michael Durbin had to pay for his order, even though it was canceled. He had the worst experience of his life. It goes on, I'm absolutely fuming at Uber Eats. Use any other food delivery service, but not this one. Their customer service line is a joke. Pathetic experience. Driver never showed up. This is the worst company ever. Terrible service. They lied to me. Would give a 0 if it's an option, but 1 star is the lowest. Never order from Uber Eats. I wouldn't have given it a 1. Wow. Okay, I'll stop. It goes on and on. So I could actually do about a 20-hour video on this, because there are 14,958 reviews of Uber Eats on trustpilot.com with a 1.1 star rating. And these are new, fresh reviews an hour ago. This is just an hour ago. I never, ever write reviews, but they tick me off too much now. Don't order if you're hungry. The estimated delivery time is fake. You will be waiting the same time as all other food restaurants. Also will always be a phantom service fee on top of whatever you order. This was an hour ago. So this is like live, real time. There's probably been more complaints. So let's shift gears to Grab. Grab caters to different markets than Uber Eats. So let's just take a quick look at Grab. So I'm going to turn to Facebook reviews for Grab Food. Grab, like Uber, offers transportation services as well as food delivery services. And like Uber, Grab makes a fortune. And like Uber, Grab delivers food like this to your doorstep. And it might be quick, it might be slow, but it is not always edible. So, okay. Here we go. Christina Tan. Hi, Grab Food. I would like to complain regarding one of your food riders who is very rude. We ordered bubble tea and address to our office and did message him to come up to level 6. But he was shouting away saying that Grab only pays him deliver to the lobby, which I think is selfish and lazy of him, because other drivers are able to come up and deliver the order. Please look into it and take action for his bad attitude. Okay, so that is Christina Tan on Facebook. Another Facebook complaint about Grab Food. I wish I could find someone that has something good to say about a food delivery platform. If you would like to give them a 5-star review, please post it in the live chat or in comments or somewhere, because I can't find any good ones. This is Zhang Chujan to Grab Food. I want to complain. I understand that the McNugget is only $1, but delivery took more than 1.5 hours. The first driver picked up my order, never moved on the GPS. Then he called, he'd say he would be late. Order was placed at 9:15 p.m., 9:35. The first driver called, told delivery he'll be late. 10:24, this is an hour, 15 minutes later. Customer called Grab to change driver. 10:48, this is an hour and a half. Second driver picked up the super cold nuggets and delivered cold nuggets after almost an hour and a half. Looks like that was in Singapore. Okay, so here we go. Reddit.com. Let's see what, okay, so Grab is just trying to do too much at once. I placed an order with Z Char Restaurant today at 6:40, received the message at 6:45. The driver was at the restaurant preparing the food. At 7:30, 45 minutes later, tried calling the rider, messaging through the app. The rider turned off his phone, did not respond. The customer navigated to the help center, was directed to a page that says, sorry, there's nothing you can do. If your Grab food order is late. So eventually, hour plus later, customer calls Grab. Grab puts customer on hold for 10 minutes, listened to the explanation, held another 10 minutes, then came back and told the customer that there would be no refund and placed another order. Wow, okay, that's not very nice. So that is a Grab food complaint that was posted to Reddit, and it just goes on and on and on. I can't find anything good about Grab Food or Uber Eats. I'm sure there's a good review somewhere, but I'm certainly not finding it. Google seems to not be aware of it. So there are even stories on the news. Food app customer complained that delivery rider disrupted mobile legends. Wow, a food app user went hot water recently over her unjustified comments against a GrabFood writer whom she accused of making her lose in Mobile Legends, an online game. So not only are food delivery platforms ruining people's lives and giving them the worst experience ever, but they're actually interfering with Mobile Legends. Now they're crossing into the video game world, which, as we all know, as Joe Rogan knows, because he recently criticized playing video games, you just don't mess with video games. Not on video, not online, not on social media. No one will put up with that. So rather than gaining empathy, the customer identified as Trixie Daouz, a photographer, drew criticism for it. Facebook user Joshua Adesna posted screenshots of her conversation with the driver wherein she cursed at and reported him for the food delivery. Based on photos, the driver's apology could be seen in between her rants and expletives. So in this case, it appears that the customer might have got a bit out of control and very upset at the delivery driver and was actually crossed the line a little bit. So interesting. So one other point I want to mention, the reason that online food delivery platforms are making a vast, infinite fortune right now, UberEats, GrabFood, FoodPanda, and others, is because of the pandemic. And once there's a vaccine, I'm sure their profit margins are going to drop because they won't have as many orders as they do now. It's very hard to go to restaurants these days, hard to buy groceries, food deliveries where it's at. Right now in the world, we have 38 vaccines in clinical trials on humans, which is great. 25 in phase 1 being tested on some humans, 14 in phase 2 being tested on more humans, and 9 in phase 3 being tested in a large scale testing of lots of humans. And we're at the point where there's 0 approved, but we're getting closer. And hopefully before long, we'll have a vaccine. And once we do, we will not need to eat food like this anymore. We won't have to eat this anymore. We won't have to tolerate this kind of food. Those times are coming. I'm tempted to take a bite of this because I'm actually really hungry, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to order something else from another food delivery platform and hopefully have better results. So vaccines are coming. In the meantime, food delivery services, please up your game. You're getting incredibly wealthy. You're making a fortune. You're giving us late and bad and unreliable service and food, and it's unacceptable. Please, please, please up your game. It's time. Thank you for joining the live broadcast. Please take a moment to click like, subscribe, and all for notifications. And to the Uber Eats client who had the worst experience of his life with Uber Eats, apologize for all you've been through. If anyone wants this burger, message me soon and we will FedEx it to you anywhere globally if you're first to ask for it. Thanks for joining. See you next time. Please click subscribe. Goodbye.